Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Whew. Just finishing getting things ready. And we are good to go. Okay. Coolio. Just getting things laid out properly on the screen. Seems like I only registered for one of the races tonight. I'm gonna go fix that quick before I forget. Because I don't want to repeat it last week, where I definitely remembered to register for both races. Definitely. I totally didn't forget. Not at all. Oh, but new week, new season. Should hopefully be interesting. First race of the night, running the Ferrari 458 GT2 classic car in AC and I guess kind of an SRS. One of the old reliable hourly series cars back in the day. But thought I'd try a bit of a weird concept of running through tracks from different eras. So we're starting with Donington 1938, then we're going to Bremgarten, I think. Then I think it's Mont Tremblant, I think, the old one. Even though the layout hasn't really changed much. Then I'm forgetting. Oh, Estoril. The 1988 version of Estoril. Then I forget. But yeah, it's sort of each week the track will be getting nearer and nearer and nearer until we get to the end. How well that works in practice, I don't know, we'll see. But I think the finale is most sport. You know, I don't know why I'm guessing, I could just look. Yeah, so Donington 1938, Bremgarten, which is 50s, Mont Tremblant 1969, Estoril 1988. Oh yeah, then Norris Ring 2009. and most sport. Could have sworn I had registered for the race. Okay. That's annoying. I'll sort it out afterwards, but yeah. A lot of interesting little things with the race later on. Yeah. want to get some laps in first at the Ferrari, and we can go and fix the problem later. However, there's one thing I do need to post. Okay. Sorry, I just remembered a couple of things I hadn't sorted. Okay, cool. Yeah, so a couple of notes for the pickup trucks later, which are kind of important. First one being that I noticed that I wasn't registered, but I was pretty certain I had registered. And I was right. I had registered. But the liveries for the truck, a lot of them have spaces in the name. Rather than just in the like folder name, rather than just underscores. Now this is a problem because SRS doesn't read that, so it doesn't count it. It shows it in the selection, but if you select it, the system can't handle it, so it doesn't register. Which means that in order to fix that, I will have to go and rename the liveries to use underscores on my end. And people will on theirs if they want to run some of the liveries that are broken. The second one is that we package up the data files. I'm not sure if it will work without them, but I did post them up on the Discord server. The SRS Discord, that is. Yeah, I can't remember if they'd be needed or not, but yeah, it's just a way for the game to checksum them. Because some mods leave them exposed, or leave them unpacked. Especially mods that aren't quite complete, which does mean that they can be easily tampered with. So packaging them up for servers means that they can be more rigorously controlled by the game, because the game will checksum them. Otherwise it won't, and you can basically do whatever the hell you want. I have noticed though over the ouch. The one thing I have noticed actually is I've moved the damage indicator, but I can't seem to get it to move again. I can't remember what I had to do to move it. It's just kinda, I don't know if that's just a quirk of me having the two monitors now or what, but it's not the end of the world. I can still see how broken my car is. Mostly. It's just in a bit of a weird spot. Yeah, one thing I have noticed over the years of AC mods, right, is that, especially with the rise of Content Manager being the sort of predominant way people access and use the sim, is that people got lazy with some of the original conventions. Like, Content Manager does a pretty reasonable job at handling a lot of things for you that previously in the original Assetto launcher had to actually be defined. Otherwise they just wouldn't work or wouldn't show the car in the game. Which, yeah, in some regards is good because it's easier to work with. In other regards, it's bad because it's kind of eroded. In a way, it's sort of eroded the standardization. Now, Kunos weren't good with sticking even to their own standards and naming conventions, but that's a different story. But, you know, it is kind of annoying when things all kind of use their own little funky standards for things. Or miss out on the tried and true standards that are kind of in place in the game. Because I mean, for one, some of these pieces missing, if you do still launch the game with the base launcher, this content won't show up at all in some cases if they're missing some files, but they will in Content Manager. And also, it can lead to stuff like we saw, like I was explaining earlier with the liveries, the pickups where they have spaces in them, so that kind of fucks it all up. But all of the base game cars and most mod cars do have the folders designated with underscores rather than spaces. But because Content Manager doesn't give a shit, people have kind of gotten lazy and let those standards slip. Yeah, the 458 GT2, yeah, it's nice. I've done a weird on the tracks though. we're going through the decades. Well, not exactly through the decades, because it's 30s, 50s, basically 70s, basically 90s. Oh shit. Yeah, it's late 30s, mid 50s, late 60s, late 80s, late noughties, we're skipping the 90s, and then early 2020s. I think, though, it's server time, which, judging by the driving, we're gonna go very well. Epic Linear 458, rock solid, hey, yep. You know it. Kara's gonna meet its best friend. Okay. I'll be honest, I didn't actually test this track. I did kind of cobble this series together somewhat quickly, so I didn't test it. I did test Bremgarten and a few of the other tracks. But I kind of just assumed that Donington 1938 would be fine. Bremgarten in this car is surprisingly fun, actually. Because obviously, compared to the cars you normally drive through Bremgarten, this thing is an absolute missile. And so it just goes. Need to open my windows a bit more though. Whoa, it's getting a bit toasty. I'm gonna take a guess that maybe the softs will hang out for the race. I haven't really done enough mileage to know, but I'd have to assume that it'd be fine. Still sort of getting used to dual monitor sim racing. Well, I say dual monitor, I'm still single monitor, but I've gone from a big TV to a small screen. A small-ish screen. Relative to the TV, it's small. Which does mean everything in the game is smaller now. But I do have a second screen, which means I don't have to deal with the nightmare that I used to have to deal with of like constantly tabbing through and finding the right windows. It's all just there on my right now, which is definitely very nice. Like when somebody tells me, oh, the stream's broken, I just look over and it's like, oh yeah. That doesn't seem right. I don't know when the breaking point should be here. That's about right. Yeah, that's pretty right, actually. I'm not sure how this is gonna go in the actual race underneath the bridge. Just 2 more monitors to be a real try-hard streamer. I mean, technically, I do have a third. That third is very small, though, and I don't use it particularly often. But it's dedicated for my, my server PC, which I do need to start using more of. I set it all up and haven't really found many chances to use it. But I do have loads of chances where I could use it. I just keep forgetting. Allows me to self-host a bunch of stuff, which is nice. Come down a bit. Rejigging the screen a little bit. There we go, that's better. I think this is all pretty fine. Short of qualifying. That rear tire is pretty hot. Now, still deadly as usual. I think Phil's gonna let me go. This car has no horn, I'm disappointed. Completely different ballpark though to the old Maseratis from yesterday. That's pretty fun though, that race. Not the most action-packed in terms of on-track action, but never raced those cars.
Skins unavailable. Carry on.
Okay, thanks, boss man. Never raced those at Alabama before, or Barber as it's known in real life. So it was definitely an experience to behold. Oh, this car's getting pretty squirrely out of the corners. Dial the PC back in a little bit, maybe. I don't think this has ABS, does it? No, it doesn't. Cool. Good to know. I had locked up a couple of times, I think, only slightly, so I guess it checks out. Guy's not locking up more over these bumps and whatnot. Pretty wide as well. And this track gets very narrow. It's interesting. As soon as I can get our I think I can get away with breaking a little bit later into here. Definitely. Oh, I've overdone it. No, that's my qualifying done. Shit. Should be enough fuel to get me through, though. So I think we are good. I might try pushing the brake by slightly further forward or back. We'll see what that gets us. Definitely a bit better. Phil beat me. might add a liter or two extra just to be safe on the fuel. Otherwise, I think we're good. Oh boy. All starting in one row. This can only end well, right? It looks very promising. First to last. Yeah. Well, hey, well, I guess we're technically all first at the moment. I did qualify second, so. Albeit I can do first to last if I outbrake myself into turn 1. I'm just thinking bogged. Have I done it? I don't know. Ooh, those two got together, I think. I survived that somehow. Tears right on my tail, though. Stay dead. Big slide on the exit. Oh, that went a lot better than expected. It's still a long way to go, but... Surviving lap 1 is a good start. We have plenty of time to bin it, yeah. Plenty of time and plenty of places to bin it. I think that is going to be the bigger challenge, is just trying to keep the car at a decent speed on the racing surface. I keep sliding out of there like crazy. 2 laps in a row I've done that. Overdone it a bit. We lived. Everyone's on the soft tires, so which is good. Things are all equally buggered, and I fucked that up big time. Okay, that could have been worse, actually. Road's so bumpy, though. almost as if this track wasn't designed to be driven on with low ride height slicks and incredibly stiff suspension. Oh, God. He's right on me now. It's so sideways out of there. He's like right in my slipstream range there. He's gonna have me down here, I think. And there isn't really a lot I could do about it. Just cover up the inside. Oh, I've done. Worked out. Block and leave. They're jumping over there. So many bumps. Look at that first turn. Treacherous. Oh no. Oh. Death, nearly. I held on, just about. My best friend is just how hard it is to pass. Really wants to throw you out into that house. Or spin you out into the weeds. Neither of which are places where I want to be. Seems like I've opened the gap a little bit, though. He is closing in down this straight, though, which isn't ideal. Trevor Radigan up there's no way he'll dare to, and whoever takes a keep at it. Not wrong. Definitely not wrong. Second gear through here. Yeah, that's definitely better. Trying not to hit the curb through here. Oh, he's in the grass a bit. The only problem is, right, though, is if he gets too close and he makes a blunder, right, that could be me dead too. That's another thing I gotta think about. Right, if I like accidentally push him into a mistake behind me, he could just as easily wipe me out, especially in some of these narrower parts. It's got a lot of runoff for the car to be discarded to if it goes wrong. It's back in the slipstream down here, though. He'll have a bet. This will be his best shot yet, I think. He's going to be right alongside coming down the hill. Oh my God. Oh. No, that's gonna look awesome in the replay. Oh, I've messed that up. Cut across. It's a bit cheeky. You'll make a mistake. Yeah, exactly, but I'm worried that I might make him make a mistake. Say, like, if I nearly spin and he goes to overtake, then I might make an incident that's worse than it otherwise would normally be. Pretty tame by Verstappen standards. True, but those are standards I wish not to hold myself to. Ooh. Okay, we're good. Got some breathing space there. Still more than half the race to go. Be about halfway in once we finish this lap. I gotta survive double this. Oh no. Well, you got a bit of wheel spin on the exit. Okay, tried to do something there that didn't really seem to work out, but it's whatever. This corner's always so much tighter than you think it is. And it's so much bumpier than you think it is. It's definitely the way to get through there. So fast through there. If you're this section, it's almost more like a rally stage. You are just kind of trying to survive. Because the only way he's getting passed through here is if I do that. Oh, God. But we need to get a good run through here because that does that out of here, which puts me in a not very good spot. And we go for round 3. Maybe. I don't think he'll get as close this time. Hard to say. One of those curves, I'm thinking this is the time he will pin. No luck so far. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna actually get properly alongside. Oh, I'm not stopping. I went too deep. I thought I was cooked there. It's bound to happen eventually. But I'm still in it. Not over yet. Break it and turn it equals bad, yeah. Oh my God! Oh no! Oh no! Dead. Oh, extra dead. Bollocks. Well, first to last challenge done, I guess. I wasn't expected to get that much air off of that bump. Fully 2 wheels there. Still, well, I said there still may be time to get it back, but easier said than done. Also got absolutely roasting rears now. Almost erased from flip. Yeah, luckily it's AC, so the car sort of pushed itself back down. I was going to turn my fan on then, because it's getting kind of hot. But the straight is not very straight, so if I look away for too long, I'm going to be in that gantry or in a field somewhere. Or over the fence, going the other way into someone. Which, none of those are things that I want. I thought, if I'm lucky, it'll regain grip and I'll completely clog Phil up, but I'd still keep third, but no. The car just looped again because the rears were melted. Ooh. It is absolutely ridiculous still how, like, that house just protrudes onto the road. I, I almost... It's absurd, I almost have to believe it's real. Especially given this was, like, the late 30s. So, things were still very different to how they are now. I mean, that was almost 100 years ago now. Just before the second small disagreement broke out. And Robert with 39. He's going to be pressuring Bettina now, I think, for the win. Maybe. So the fight for the win might not be over. Problem is that Bill is running about the same lap times I am. So I basically need the people ahead to bin it if I want any chance really of advancing. Oh, I get that bump wrong. That was nearly much worse than it was. Still made the corner, just about. That could have been a complete atrocity. Good, I did put those extra 2 liters in as well, because according to those numbers on the right, I'd be running pretty close. Closer than I would like to running out of fuel. I still probably would have been safe, but... I'd rather be in the green than not. It's lethal. Almost feels like I'm slipping into my Lando Norris arc. I just can't quite put it together anymore. Keep bottling away potential wins. Which is not a good thing to keep doing. Could be worse, could be a Canadian F1 driver. That is true. But who knows, maybe I'll regress. You never know. But hey, I guess at the very least I won a bunch of races and got championships, so... I don't even know the track layout, yeah. Maybe I'm just a washed-up old man now. I'm entering the old man phase. I say that, though, and I still get beaten by people who are, like, twice my age, so... Who knows? Oh, Rebecca got Mattia in the end. He took the win, it seems. Huh. Didn't see what I was typing. But... Oh, no, he didn't. Never mind. I think that was just the end of it being a bit warped. Oh, what a beast. Old and washed, they can only travel on big, wide, and smooth tracks. Yeah. Time to retire and become a GT3 driver. Maybe that's my calling. I've just been denying it for so long. My future as a bronze GT3 driver. Pretty cool start. I'd forgotten that this was a 4-wide start, competing against the dentist, yeah. Without the dentist money. I think I got really lucky here, to be honest. It seemed like I was... I don't know if Phil was actually in the head, but I beat them all under braking. Yeah, a bit unfortunate with Phil and Robert there, though. Phil kind of bounced over the curb, but I don't think he quite saw him. So they kind of turned across each other. Which helped me, at least. Get a nice gap out in front of Batia. Oh, nice bit of clean air, I guess. I pulled away from him here, but this is where I peaked on lap 1. How foolish of me to know that this was a like 14 lap race or whatever. That worked out better than expected, though. I wasn't too sure after my initial practice. As I said, I kind of just threw this one in. I didn't test it. So, I wasn't really sure how this was going to go, but I just kind of assumed it would have been alright. It was pretty fun in the end, though. Even though I fucked it up. Just beat him out there. Oh yeah, here I got it all kinds of wrong. These curbs are lethal, man. They're lethal in old cars. Even. And the slow old pre-war cars are still lethal even in new cars as well. Arguably more so. I don't know if more so. I don't know. Hard to say. Equally. Still, ooh, Phil made a big off there. And actually, yeah, Rebecca got past Phil at some point, because he was behind him. Get him down the straight. Seems like he did. Nice bit of slipstream. Held his own around the outside, and jobs are good. And when did the next interesting bit happen? I don't remember. All I know, that was all over the place. Hey, he got close again here, but not close enough, really. He's actually lifting off there slightly. With the front end lifted off the ground. Went a bit deep here, admittedly. Had a little lock at the end. Kind of threw me off on the exit as well. But just about held on. I think he didn't. No. I did try brake, doing a little tap of the brakes to try and settle the nose down. And a couple of laps through here, but it didn't really seem to work. Oh yeah, I fucked it up again. Oh wait. Is this when I fucked it up? I think, oh yeah, I think it is. We've gone back. Maybe? Unless I fucked it up again. I don't remember. I bet I caught right up to Mattia there, though. Didn't really get anywhere, though. The bit I really want to see is when we both go over that crest side by side, because that probably looks really cool. I'd have to assume. It felt cool. Here he came again. Big old run. And I just went longer with the braking. Switcheroo. It wasn't quite side by side as I would have thought. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not. That doesn't quite get off the ground as much as I would have liked to. I like the little jank. It felt a lot cooler from inside. I was scared shitless here though. I actually lifted and was like trying to turn the car as soon as possible. Just to make sure I didn't accidentally veer into his line and just send him into that wall. Because obviously it sort of kinks slightly to the left when you come over the jump. So I was trying to force the car over as much as I could. Without giving up too much. You got this a bit wrong. Good avoiding action from him there. Because it was a bit all over the place, and then I sort of cut him off here. A little cheeky, but I guess I had the right to do that. I think. I don't know. He wasn't alongside, so... Of course, he got another big run, though. I think this is even bigger than the last time. And here, I think, is also where I fucked my braking, yeah. Just too deep. Big... Actually, I think I might have made it. I was deep, but I think I would have made it, but then I just locked... maybe I wouldn't have, but yeah, I locked up, which definitely didn't help. And then, where it all comes crashing down. It's got a little more rotation than I would have wanted, coming off the brakes here. Bam. It's kind of just... Yeah, I don't really... Bounced off of this curb. Which then pitches me wide out here onto the grass. Bounced over that curb a little bit, which puts me up here. And at that point, I'm fucked, so... Oh, there goes a family of 6. No, we're good. Actually, to be honest, in real life, I would have smashed through that picket fence. Yeah, I likely would have just gone straight through this fence. But I think with my trajectory, I might have just missed this gaggle of people here. So I think we would have been good. No fatalities today. And then, yeah, I was like, oh, I got it. I got it. I can stop Phil. Nope. I didn't got it. The tires had, like, melted to a crisp. As soon as I put the throttle down, it just immediately lit them up again. That was it for my race, really. Does Robert have any shots at Mattia? He was running, I think he ran the fastest lap in the end. But, yeah, I don't think he ever quite got close enough. Mattia went deep there, but he hit the gap to cover it off. God, yeah, that house, it's hilarious how deadly that house is. Oh! You got fuck it, it's the last lap, I'm guessing. Oh no, I think he just got it a bit wrong. Yeah. And then corrected to the outer line. Yeah, it's so bumpy. Oh no, this wasn't the last lap. Okay. Yeah, he definitely got that a bit wrong though. I'm surprised I was the only one really to have an off. Or a major off. There were little offs here and there, I think, from everyone. Because again, it's like really bumpy. So the car was trying its best to kill us. I don't know if anything happened to Phil, because he seemed like he... I'm guessing the damage was from... yeah. From that. He lost that place. I don't know if he just didn't have the speed or if he made a mistake somewhere else. Because he definitely seemed to be running comparative lap times. Because I couldn't catch him at the end. Gap wasn't really coming down either because we were basically running the same lap times. I guess maybe he just... and he did get pole position as well, so... admittedly, that was on much less track grip. I would have made it even harder, though. I don't know what I'm talking about here. So I think he definitely made a mistake somewhere. To be as distant as he was. But where was it? Unless he shat himself when I... oh, that was a big old wobble there, actually. Oh, he on the curb. Bit too much throttle. That was as bad as it looked going fast forward, actually. But that definitely hurt him, yeah, look. Put him really slow onto this straight. Whilst we were all streaking away. Not quite enough for the gap, though. So probably something else somewhere. Guessing that he might have pooped his pants. Yeah. Oh, he nearly did the same. Look, jumped. Had to be very careful, and then, yeah, had to take some avoiding action of me spinning around like a twat. Whee! So, yeah, that definitely didn't help him. Yeah, okay, he's a bit further back at that point. Might have make any other mistakes? I don't think he did. Oh, maybe he did. That gap seems like it's gotten bigger. Or maybe just those two are pushing each other a lot harder. It could have been. I didn't actually see how Robert dealt with getting past me dying. Oh. He nearly died himself there. Massive understeer on the grass, and he saved it. Didn't see that in the race. That's a good save, though. That could have very nearly have been it. Oh, so after I died. Okay. Oh, we. It seems like everyone but Mattia got it wrong this lap. I went off. Robert went off. And Phil went off. Oh, he got lucky, though. He clipped the bank as well. But he was just able to keep it under control. Man, that makes me even more annoyed now. I really pulled the short straw there, didn't I? Maybe that's karma for subjecting us to this. Bugger. Yay. Alright, I need to go and fix going to bring up the results, but then I do need to go and do a little bit of tweaking with the mod for the next race. I need to actually get registered. Because I'm not currently. But yeah, winner, Mattia, then Robert, Phil, and myself. Everyone got an incident point in the end. Oops. 39's the front two, though. Crazy speed. 39.7, 39.5. Oh. 42 and a 43 for me and Phil. But, yes. Let me grab the folder for the pickup trucks. So one of the problems with the trucks that we're using is the good old skins need to be renamed because they use spaces. I don't know if this will like the apostrophes. I'm gonna hope it does. Yeah, SRS doesn't like it if a skin has spaces. And so if you try and register with a livery that does have spaces, it doesn't work. Now I think also, I think this might break base AC also. I haven't checked. I guess I could check that. I haven't renamed the Isuzu skins, because I'm not picking the Isuzu. For the Fjord. Works fine in single player. What, with spaces in the liveries? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's better to say, I'm pretty certain I did see them appear when I tested. I guess it's just I think it's just a standardized convention though that basically all the base cars use it, and most mod cars also use it, but yeah, I think with as I was kind of mentioned earlier, with the rise of Content Manager kind of sorts a lot of things for you. Which makes life easier in some regards. But in the same regard, I think it also has made people a little bit lazier to some of the originally defined standards that were in place. I think it was just track folder names. I think it is generally better, though, to have a consistent standard for naming things, though. Which is ironic, because Kunos couldn't even stick to their own naming convention. Some cars have the KS underscore prefix, some cars don't. Same with the tracks. So it's like, you would think all the Kunos stuff would have the KS underscore, but nope. They don't. Okay, cool. That's all the skin names renamed, though. RBS and its 458 skin. I'll mark that as nothing is organized well by default. That is true, especially when you allow mods in. Oh, that's just showing the window. Garbage on it. Okay, cool. Now that should work. I should be registered, right? I think. GT2, GT3, GTE in the same. Yeah. Am I going crazy? I think I am going crazy. I renamed this again. Oh, I guess it doesn't like the apostrophe. I'm guessing. Fuck's sakes. Bloody. Going to assume this guy is Irish. The bloody Irish, always breaking things. Okay, hopefully that works now that I've taken the apostrophe out. His bloomin' surname. Oh, I don't have long to register. Oh dear. Okay, we're good. It's taking longer than it needed to. Okay, we are set. Okay, that means no time to practice whatsoever. Hopefully should be fixed for future weeks, though. But will be fixed for future weeks. It's only a this week problem. Need to find the vehicles now. Trucks. Oop. I didn't see which summit point we're at. I think it's the new one. We'll find out. It should be the new one.
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
Okay. Not even in the server. Unless that's implying the server's up already. There's not a lot you can change on this thing, so I'm just gonna get a lap in with the base. I'm gonna have to do most of the tweaking in the actual server. We're gonna just have enough gearing to deal with this straight. Okay. God. It's one little trick. I don't think it shows up in the setup menu. I could be wrong. If I remember correctly, brake bias does not show up in the setup menu, but it is cockpit adjustable, which is a useful thing to know. Doesn't mean it has to be set every time, but good to know that if you do feel like you need the adjustment, it is there. Okay, well, I survived a lap. That's good enough, right? Yeah, we've only got brake power. Okay. So that is something to keep note of if you are going to be driving. But yeah, you can't change it through the setup menu, but you can still change it. You dive into the... or if you sort of use the control. Server time, though.
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
Thanks, boss man. Yeah, I think there are probably a couple of skins. I guess those people haven't joined yet. I don't know. I'm not really sure if I want to change anything at the moment. Drive a bit more and I guess we'll feel out. One thing I would want to change a bit is the gear ratios. I think in real life they might do rolling starts of these. That's why first gear is so long. These were one of the few series in real life that actually raced at Rockingham. Yeah, shit. Oh, that doesn't seem to be so bad here. But I did forget there is a little visual bug. You might notice it with these cars without ESP turned on, which is a bit strange. Sometimes there's a bit of flickering in the distance. Noticed it down the front straight, but it doesn't seem to affect anywhere else here. One of the other tracks I was testing, though, was a lot more noticeable. Oh, there we go. Yep, just went all dark. Yeah, you can see it's a bit of a wave of dark ahead. Okay, quickly. Yeah, I have to be stopped, don't I? Quickly quit out and enable the patch, and then rejoin. I might have to rejoin if people have custom liveries that weren't in when I was first in, but we'll see. We will see. I think it should be fine though.
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
Okay, I guess there is nothing new. I think a bunch of people might have the same livery because of the bug I was describing earlier, though. Wouldn't surprise me. Because I think that's one of the voxels, so... See what lowering the ride height does. It's actually skewed towards the... Huh. It's interesting. Put it back to that, and it's actually even. It's actually squatting slightly by default. Okay, but now visual flickering nonsense is gone. I don't know why that happens. A lot more stable now. Definitely first gear from here. Rare case of the tires being underinflated. Oh no. Nope. Bugger. Let's add 2 all around. I think we could take a bunch of fuel out. Down to like 15, let's say. A little bit extra rear camber, I think. Fuck around with shit at this point. I don't really know if I'm making the car better or worse. Lighting. And we got a little 2. Trucks are good. They have horn. Good mod. I approve. The Ferrari didn't. Bad car. That's the true metric of whether a car is good or not, right? Whether or not it has a horn. I'd be definitely a bit conservative on the braking there, but make sure I actually make the damn corner. Still pretty unfamiliar with pushing around here at speed. Oh no! The rear end really can just go on you on these things. Oh, Reiki. Getting too heavy down on those anchors really throws this thing out. Which is good to know. Gotta be a bit more careful on the brakes. Whew. Much better. I'm starting to brake less. Maybe if I crank the brake power down a bit, that might help. Stop that from happening more, give you a bit more braking confidence. Ooh, provisional pole, nice. Oh, even faster. Okay, that's catching up though. Oh, I bungled that. Oh no, the ice sand. Okay, back to pits. drop that down to about 96, I think. Drop these by 1, up this by 1. See what we're like on fuel. 18 minutes. We want a little bit more fuel. That should be good enough. Whew. Ooh, got a bit wide there on the exit. That was nearly bad. Okay, got one more chance to set a lap. See what we can get in here. We are already provisional pole, but we can improve. Got up to do that. Too late. Gravel. I'm actually gonna push. Oh, I stand. I stand. There you go. Gonna push the. Ooh. Interesting. It gives me the restart session option. That's kind of funny. Oh, I got pipped at the end. Bastards. Jesus, 18. Oh. Blimey. Just for the luck, I will need it. Saved myself from the army with number 72s. Oh, nearly missed the start there. Wasn't ideal. I shouldn't have downshifted the second man, that was a mistake. Oh, Phil's lost it. It's unlucky. Oh, big run on Jim here, though. But the track turns slightly. Just power out, though, so he doesn't have a chance on the exit. He definitely will, though. Braver on the brakes than I was there. Oh, he's a little wide on the exit, though. Ooh, I should have thought a bit early there. Oh, he's got that all wrong. Not quite sure what happened there. That was weird. Again, they've got a good run out of here. Oh, I shit run through here, but he didn't get a good run either. Inverse scenario to last time. I have a much bigger run than he did. Truck getting quite loose. Get a beat on the power out. There we go, it's second place. As good as Mattia is now up to 4th. Slowly picking his way through the field. Jim a little bit here. Not far from Robert's lap time. Good, but not quite on his lap time, so we need to be a little bit faster. Oh, that curb. Woo. We lived. Oh no, it's a check with the the no grip sand. Yep. Yep, it is. Which I'm gonna come scarily close to meeting, but we're good. Purple lap though. So this totally were nearly dying. So try and pull away from Mattia and catch up to Robert. It's still not patched? As far as I'm aware, I don't know. I don't think... I haven't checked if there was an update. I'll be completely honest. But we are still running on that version. Admittedly, the series did kind of come together at the last minute, so I didn't really check for updates to stuff. But it wouldn't surprise me if it hasn't. There are some weird things that have been left in tracks, and a lot of mods have just kind of been abandoned. So, you know. Like, Lebanon is a cool track, but you look at the mod, and it's like the trees are 2D, and you can see the boxes around them. Because they haven't been, like, alpha channeled properly. I'm saying purple lap times. It doesn't seem like I'm catching up to Robert at all, which is a bit weird. Yeah, but Mattia does seem to be stuck behind Jim, which is good. Gives me a bit more breathing room. Cars are quite on edge, but they are pretty fun. I guess they're technically not cars, they're trucks. They're also not really pickup trucks. Steel tube frame monstrosities. 18.9, 18.7. Okay, Mattia is now freed. Yeah, good on fuel, it's good. Just look over and check. He is quite a way back though. It's great. Yellow flag up ahead. I think it's Rob. Has Rob fallen victim to the ice sand? Or ice gravel? I think he has. No! Very unlucky for Rob. Been there, done that. Back and a little sideways there. Oh, tried to keep full throttle through there. That wasn't really the smartest idea. Definitely is better to just lift off slightly through there. Or too fast. Still a lot into there. That wasn't good. He's getting away. 19.2 there. That was a mistake from him. Mattia with 18.6. Granted, it's not a crazy amount faster than what we were doing. So... pretty good on repair through there, actually, though. Just gotta get it right through the final corner. A bit longer on the brakes this time. That's a lot better. Ooh, too much curb, though. That was definitely a brown trouser moment. 18.7, new fastest lap for me. He was a little bit slower. That's good. That's what I like to see. Oh, big understeer into turn 1, though. Holy cow. Bear's there. He's gonna reach the distance, but I just can't quite get to him. I am definitely just a little bit faster. A little bit here. Not much better run through the last turn. He got a bit wide, I think. A bit loose and wide. I think that was like the same as last lap. 7:14. Minutes to go. Ooh, big slide there. Within a second. I'm hustling this thing. It wasn't particularly great out of there, though. Ooh, 18.4. Happy with that. Bit touchy on the brakes, though. Five minutes to go. It does love to move around under braking, though, when you get a bit too hard on that brake pedal. Well, that curb didn't help me at all. Put me in a shit line through here. Ooh. Made it through, though. Get a better underneath through there as well. Away a little bit now. That's good. Tires are holding up pretty well, though. Fuel is good. We don't really have to worry about those. Nice. wheels are spinning up a little bit on the exit there. Robert was a bit sideways, so I need to close the door a bit, or close up a bit. I'll close the door. We'll try to pry this door open. Be a little out of reach still. To really start being able to actually get a grip on it. We're getting closer though. 18-0. Understeer. 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 Oh, he's gone really wide there, but I was all ship shape. Kept it just about. So. We didn't get good through here. Oh, I was really ship shape on the exit, but I've closed up a lot. We're in the range for slipstream. Just need to keep it for this last turn. I did. He's trying to defend. Big suck time. Up the space. Could run out into the curb, but it's too risky. 1 minute though, I think this might be the last lap. I think he's run himself deep though. He has, but he survives. I wasn't too sure on my braking zone there, so I played it very cautiously. We're gonna come down to these final few corners. He gets very out of shape there. Oh, he's on the curb. I don't really have anywhere I can go, though. I could just close more up to his rear bumper than I already am. Practically touching at that point. Get a better run through here. Come on. He's closed up a bit, but it doesn't matter. We got the margin we need. Unless something goes horribly wrong with this last corner, it's gonna be me or a bear. Actually no! It's gonna be one more lap! That's kind of fucked me though. I thought that was my last chance. It's put me in a bit of an unfavorable spot. Oh, but he's fucked it under the... He's gone! He's gone! Oh! No way! Wasn't expecting that. I've now just got to keep it on the road. And the win is mine. I wasn't expecting that. Oh. Hey. Gotta take it slow. I got a good time in hand. Not too slow, but relatively cautiously. I was unlucky though, just one mistake at the crucial moment. Here we go, he did. About a time don't McLaren here. I didn't. Alright, I could still fuck it up though if I get this corner wrong. Try my best not to. Gonna take it pretty cautiously, because he can't catch me even with the slipstream. Oh! Yes! Woo! Celebratory plunge into the abyss. I think this is the track where we could do that, right? Yeah. Let's go. Oh, there's a wall there. Wow. Oh, I can... Oh, ooh. That's strange. I'm not sure what enabled that. Why can I now move these? I don't know what I've done. Okay, at least I got that moved. I wasn't expecting that. Oh. Well, that's redemption for race 1, I guess. Royally fucking it up. I had no clue what to expect going into this. I had not... Like I said, I kind of cobbled together this, this championship kind of at the last moment. So I only tested a couple of tracks with these cars. This wasn't one of them. So I had no idea how this was going to go. Obviously, was too busy fucking around with deliveries. I barely got any practice in. But luckily, I knew the track. And I guess everyone else was equally as unfamiliar with these trucks. Man, I was fucking hustling though. I don't know if you were seeing the imp. That could have gone really tits up really quickly if I wasn't careful. What's next? I have no idea. Okay, good race, yeah. Oh, man. Let's start taking some... I absolutely bungled the start. I nearly completely missed it. The lights are already gone before... Yeah, see? Yeah, they go 1 minute hit. I'm not even moving, and then I finally realize... Nearly a second late. These are a bit slow off the line, but it's still... Yeah, it still hurt. I allowed Phil straight through. Just being careful here. Just wanted to live. I think everyone else was thinking the same at the beginning here. Happy to settle in 4th. Wasn't even sure what the overtaking prospects were like, but rather be alive in 4th than dead again. And yeah. Combo was a feisty one. Still surged up to 2nd place and just a little too much curb there. There's enough to send him off into the grass. Down to the back of the field. Yeah, going a bit slow there. Ooh. You got that a bit wrong. Yeah, there's sort of a crest. I don't know if you can sort of see it. There's sort of a crest there. You can see it raises up a bit. So you actually don't... You actually want to be lifted off the throttle slightly at the apex, otherwise the truck just goes like that. I grab him with a tear. It just goes. I tried it one lap and it was it tried to kill me. And I was like, yep, not doing that again. Yeah, back with me and Jim though. I think Jim didn't get a good run out of here. Oh yeah, right. He probably... I think he probably backed out a bit. Yeah. Sort of twitched a bit to avoid Phil. Slowed him up. Which is good for me. Have to make sure, yeah, track turns a little bit into there. I have to make sure I didn't accidentally run him off the road. But that was my mistake overtaking here. Big old slipstream down here. And that allowed him back through. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Was it just too early on the throttle? Oh yeah, the rear just seemed to get away. Interesting. Yeah, the rear end on this thing was quite unpredictable sometimes, but luckily you could sort of wrestle it a bit. But yeah, same scenario as before, but I was wise at this time. Except I wasn't, because I got this corner wrong. He didn't get it much better either, but could have gotten that a lot better. And then, yeah, got it done. Still trying to catch up. The head of the tier. Oh, bugger. I pressed the wrong button. No! I gotta reload the replay. Rud. Okay. Oh, am I missing some chat messages? I don't know. I'm already gone past Hanu. Lost tunnel by myself and I lost it in the sand. Game over. Yeah, that sand is lethal. Been there before. Not a nice place to be. It was terribly unlucky. See where this Mateer get the move done. Ooh, into here. Don't often see moves done into there. Does he get it done? Actually, no, not quite. Oh, side by side. Trying to give him the 3 cars of tiny bumps, saw you in the rear view. Him through. And he tried it on Rob, but didn't quite get there. Pressing all the wrong fucking buttons. Ooh. Bit on the sand there. Ooh, just a tiny bit. Oh, so yeah, just as a heads up, in case you weren't aware, I did put it in the Discord. But yeah, the liveries can be fixed if you rename them to use underscores rather than spaces. And there's one with the one I was using has an apostrophe. If you take that out as well, it'll then work. Yeah, SRS doesn't like spaces or funny symbols, I don't think, in the names. So, which makes sense from a programmatic point of view in some regards. Oh, he went for it again. Oh, bit late on the duck out though. That was nearly not great. What are the F6 cameras we have here? Oh. Have a side-by-side rear? No, let's let go. That's maybe better. I ran a couple of times on the straight, panicked and went on the brakes. Fair enough. Does happen sometimes. Ooh, bit sideways there. Oh, yeah, I guess that was another rubber band. Yeah, it's kind of annoying with AC. Sometimes. You're trying to slipstream someone and they start juddering backwards and forwards. Ooh, nice catch there. Oh. Side by side through here. Oh, that's unlucky. Yeah, so Rob loses it. Yeah, clips Hanu. Bill tries to go to the right, but then ends up just going into the back of Rob, and they both spin. Alright, yeah, he's trying to go left, and then, yeah, the truck just snaps back to the right. Oh, It's unlucky. Phil spins out again, robbing the wall. It's unlucky. Very tight bit of the track, though. So kind of one of those things. Oh, no. Then too much curb. And that's the rear end out again. Across the ice gravel. And then let me guess. You're going to do exactly what I did in the MX-5s back then. Back across the ice gravel. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, when we did the... I think... Was it you guys, I think, who hosted the original MX-5s? I think I did the same. Yeah. Not very fun. They had to reset in the end. Oh. Tragic. See where Matteo was at, though. He got past Jim by this point? He had. See how that... Oh, unlucky. Both the slow bros taken down by the same patch of gravel. Oh, yeah, it spun him out. That's unlucky. Quicksand. It might as well have been. It's gonna let Hanu through, I think. Yeah, it is. Oof. Oh, this is right before Rob went. Damn, same lap as well. Extra unlucky. Does Jim get Hanu back? No. Maybe. No, I don't think so. This is good fun, though. I was hustling this truck like crazy. I was surprising myself every time the lap timer pinged up. Because I was somehow just finding more and more time. I don't really know how. I think just seeing his truck get slightly bigger and bigger in front of me was like, I just gotta go. Could have very nearly have ended badly. Like, look at the wheel inputs. There's those borrowed trucks. I'm just soaring away at the wheel all over the place. Was it hit? No, I think... Yeah, I thought this lap we were coming onto now was going to be the last lap. But I wasn't really thinking about that too much here. I just knew I had a shot to go for it, but... Yeah, didn't really want to power out on the curb, because that would have killed me. But I looked at the timer, I was like, oh, there's only like 10 seconds left. We're not going to make it back around, surely. Well, there's a minute and 10 seconds left, sorry. I was like, surely we're not going to make it back around from here. And so, yeah, Robert was twitching all over the place. I was pushing him hard. I was trying to get a run into here. And I was just going to full send it into this last turn. No fucks given. Full sideways. Sideways again. And then I was like, oh shit, we're actually going to make it another lap. And little did I know what was going to happen. I think he just went in a little too deep. Oh, that's the wrong way. But that was it. See, where does he brake? Looked like he braked pretty late. Impossible to say because I don't have the brake inputs exactly. But I guess maybe he was just a little too hard on the brakes. Because one thing I did notice is that you couldn't really full brake, otherwise that would happen. And so I was making sure to kind of try and be careful on the brakes every time. Unless I'd fucked my setup, but I don't think I did. But yeah, from there on, it was basically just cruise to the finish. Here it closed up quite a bit, but I think that was from us scrapping. But whew, that was a lot of fun. I was not expecting to win it though. Let me bring up the old results. Let me take a quick look at those. If they want to load this. Okay. That formatting looks a bit... I don't know. Okay, I think good. Is it going to show me the right window? No, it's not. Damn it. This one? Aha, there we go. Cool. So, overall results. Yep, myself taking the win. 2 incident. Oh, right. I think that's from me. It got from me throwing the truck into the void at the end. Absolutely clobbered a wall. Otherwise, that would have been 0 incidents, I think. Yeah, me taking the win. Then Robert, Mattia, Hanu, Jim, Phil, and Rob. Unfortunately, falling several laps down from that incident in the old quicksand. Bit jumbled at the start on the positions. But then it all sort of stabilized out a bit until the final lap. But we swapped. But yeah, in terms of lap times though, 18.0, 18.4, 18.2, 19.6, 19.2, 18.9, 20.5. It's a bit of a spread in the lap times, but no doubt that'll come down throughout the season, I think. It might not. Who knows? Some of these tracks are a bit quirky that I've thrown into the mix here, so we'll see. But yeah, that was a good start, I think. Wasn't fully sure how these were gonna race, but they raced pretty well. At least I think. Whether you not agree or not, we'll see. Whether I will still agree by the end of this season, we'll also see. But I think it should be fine. We got Kimura next week in the pickup trucks, which should be interesting. Bremgarten in the Ferrari, which will be very interesting. Very fast, very butt-clenching. And Le Mans 1967 on Monday. That'll be interesting. In the Maserati 250F. Love those cars. Don't know if I've ever had a good run at Le Mans with them, though. Hopefully I'll be able to change that. We'll see. But yeah, it's pretty good week next week, actually. Looking at the combinations, I'm looking forward to all 3 of those. So yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we can do. I just need to wrap things up. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more to add for the time being. I might be back later this week with another stream. I don't know. I gotta decide, but I might do. Probably be Friday, if any day. maybe Saturday. I'm not sure. You'll know if I do or not. But other than that, yeah, we'll be back next week. Usual programming. Yeah, we'll take things from there. Of course, yeah, as I mentioned, be in the Discord hanging out for a bit afterwards. If you want to join, you can feel free to. Other than that, though, thanks to everyone who came out and raced. Thanks to everyone who came out and chatted. It was good fun. Good fun. Hopefully we'll see the numbers pick up a little bit more over the next few weeks as well. It was good. Participation tonight wasn't too bad, but last week was definitely a bit of a drop. So hopefully now, though, things should start picking back up again. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Cool. Thanks, everyone, and I will see you around. Adios.